Hello, should I use that software for swing trading income? Well, you use that software to file your 1040 individual income tax return. And that individual income tax return, you will report your swing trade profits and losses. So you'll get 1099 that you will use to import stocks that you sold that year, and that will include the 1099. You will include how much you pay for those stocks when you purchase them, when you sold them. You report those information in the tax software, and the tax software will pull the profit or the loss to the appropriate document forms, tax forms that it needs to flow to all the way to your 1040 schedules related attached to 1040. So using software to file your 1040 is important because you input your trade information once. The software will be able to route it to the appropriate forms that it needs to. If you are doing it by hand, you'll have to know which forms those information, the summary of your trades, your swing trade income of the year, whether it's a positive, a profit or a loss, where those short-term gain or loss, capital gain or loss, where they should flow to, and so forth for the IRS 1040, and then for the state 1040. But using a tax software, once you enter that, it will route it to the appropriate forms for you, including the state form as well. And you just have to review the whole 1040 and documents or attached forms to see, what you input, the bottom line, the summary of your 1099, your long-term capital gain, your short-term capital gain. You will just see the different forms that it was routed to, what it totaled to on those forms, and you compare it to your 1099 to see if you input, what you input was routed appropriately for you. So using the tax software allows you to minimize mistakes or error that you might make if you were doing things manually and forgetting to complete some forms. And it saves you time in the sense that you enter those things once and they will be routed to different forms that they should be reported on, including your state 1040 as well. So it's very important if you used to file your 1040 by hand. Once you start swing trading, it might be a good idea to start trying few tax software every year to see which one you are comfortable with. Or once you pick one and you say it's okay, you can just stick with that. That way, when you are going to file the following year, it will pull your information from last year in terms of your name, your social security, and things like that. That way, you are not going to keep tapping those things. So it will save you time using a tax software. Yes, it costs money, but filing your 1040 can be, there is so many things that flows to your 1040. And when you start having, beside your W2, you start having other streams of income, and those things will flow to your 1040. Might be a good idea to start using a tax software to complete your 1040 so that you can save yourself some time. But it is, why not, good if you can to pull those forms and just complete it by hand to have an idea. That's the way I used to do it. But again, I was a task preparer, you know, and I like to complete those things by hand to have an idea of the bottom line, my taxable income and my tax before I use a tax software to file our tax return. And then I can compare both to see if they match. If they don't match, I'll try to see where the issue is. Is the tax software missing something, or is it me missing something doing it by hand? And that's how I notice some, you know, some issue with the tax software as well. But and see how I should, you know, fix it. So when the tax software, a lot of time when you are using a software, they might put you in a questionnaire mode, asking you question. Depending on the question they are asking you and how you are answering it will determine where they will put the numbers you are input in it. So those are things to think about. But yes, it's not really, the tax software is not really for swing trading, but it's to help you file your 1040 with the information from your income and your profit from swing trading for the year that you need to report and pay tax on if you are swing trading in a taxable brokerage account. Today we are going to analyze DHR as of August 16, 2026. As a reminder, those are large cap stocks that we are swing trading this year and we are analyzing together. So DHR on a maximum monthly chart, it is around this support line, and we do have this lower one, but I hope it does not go that low. But again, we will see. It's around this support line. We trace 3, but this is not going to be an acceptable support line for us. Those 2 are what we are thinking could be okay. But again, the last time it touched base with this support line was quite in the past, in 2016 or so. We have the date on the x-axis from the past to the present and the price on the y-axis from $0 up. And those dotted lines are years. Angelique, Gabrielle, you do not do anything in that hallway until I'm done. Thank you. So those are years. And on this maximum monthly chart. So when we are looking at it, it pulled back down to this support line. We purchase it. That's why we have that arrow there. It starts going up from there. We will see if, you know, it's done going down. But if it comes down to this, then I will reevaluate it to see if that's a stock that I want to keep trading. Because it's more like an investment type of stock. It takes years to go up, years to come down. This already having all-time highest price that far in the past is something I don't like when it comes to the list of stocks that I want to swing trade. So therefore, if I will keep it as a stock to purchase and have it in the portfolio for some years, I would prefer this is the new valley line and this is a little bit low. So if it comes down to this, that's something I will reevaluate, knowing that if I will continue buying it, this will be the line I will buy at, nothing above it. But again, when we are looking at it, it was claiming this support line and then veer to this one and continue up. Took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years to come down, 4 years to come down, went up and pulled back down to it. So I'm just going to continue observing it to see where it's going to go from here. So it's around our buying zone, but is it going to be a stocks we'll keep on our stock list to swing trend from? I don't know yet. Only if it does not go lower and continue from here. And this is the maximum daily chart. We don't see the whole picture being on a maximum daily chart for this type of stocks. That's why I'm using maximum monthly chart to to see a bigger picture because I want to see the valley and all-time highest price on the screen. So yeah, that is my analysis for these stocks. I still don't have a verdict for it yet, but in the meantime, I purchased it around that support line, and I will continue analyzing it and see what it does from there, knowing that when it start going up though, it could take some years, but from this up may not take the same number of years. But if it comes down to this, then when it start going up, it might take some years because it claimed this. In fact, it touched base with it quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah. And it reached multiple all-time highest price, comes back down and went back up. So it didn't just do all of that in one go. So it's coming back to the support line after reaching all-time highest price. So, but then the last time it reached this support line, okay, 2 years to continue climbing up, and then but so many years to come down. The reason why is, all-time highest price is still this high, is still in the past 4-5 years in the past, is something I'm not, I just don't appreciate. But does not mean the stock is bad. It's just that the type of strategy that I'm using to swing trading, this is now growing fast enough for that. That's why I like to say that this is more like an investment type of stocks. Buy it and keep it in the portfolio for some years before you sell it. But again, I'll keep analyzing it, and the more I keep analyzing, the more I keep discovering new side of the analysis, the chart, if that makes sense, because it's like a puzzle that I'm trying to describe, I'm trying to decipher, I'm trying to understand. So, and I will have aha moment each time I'm trying to understand what it did in the past, and I will use that to determine whether I want to keep this on my list to keep trading it or not. So thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi, and on our channel we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence. And swing trading is one way to create another stream of income. Just start small and slowly you'll get there. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I just swing trade with my husband and I joint account, and I like to share what is working for us, what is not working, what I'm learning with you, so that if you find some tips useful, you can customize them to fit your personality type, your risk tolerance, and use them in your own financial success journey. Will you please proceed with caution? For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist How to Start Swing Trading Step by Step Using Long Uptrend Lines in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store, Liberman.com. If you are looking for tote bags or cloth napkins, will you please check our online store, Liberman.com. Thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.